Hello everyone, welcome back to the EduTube Plus 24 podcast, where we help you improve your English skills one step at a time. I'm your host, Soda Pitch, and today we're diving into something that's super important for every English learner. How to boost your English vocabulary fast. Vocabulary is the foundation of any language. The more words you know, the easier it becomes to speak, understand, read, and write in English. But let's be honest, learning new words can feel like a slow and difficult process sometimes, right? Well, don't worry, because in today's episode, I'm going to share some great tips to help you expand your vocabulary quickly and effectively. So grab your notebook and let's get started. Why expanding your vocabulary is important. Before we jump into the strategies, let's talk about why learning more words is so important for your English journey. Imagine this. You're having a conversation in English, but you can't find the right words to express your thoughts. It's frustrating, right? When you have a strong vocabulary, you can express yourself clearly and confidently, understand what others are saying more easily, read books, articles, or watch movies in English without getting lost, write better essays, emails, or messages. Knowing more words gives you more power in English. So, the question is, how can we learn new words faster? Well, let's dive into the tips. Tip number 1. Use flashcards. One of the quickest ways to learn new words is by using flashcards. Flashcards are simple but powerful tools that help you remember words more easily. Here's how you can use them. Create your own flashcards. On one side of the card, write the new English word. On the other side, write the meaning of the word in your own language, along with an example sentence. For example, on the front, you might write adventurous, and on the back you write someone who loves to try new things. And an example sentence like, she is very adventurous and loves traveling to new places. Review regularly. Look at your flashcards every day for just 10 or 15 minutes. You can carry them in your pocket or use a flashcard app on your phone like Enki or Quizlet. The more often you review the words, the faster they'll stick in your memory. Test yourself. Cover one side of the card and try to remember the meaning or sentence for the word. This active recall helps reinforce what you've learned. Flashcards are great because you can use them anytime, anywhere. Waiting for the bus? Pull out your flashcards. Got a few minutes before bed? Review a few words. Little by little, you'll start remembering more and more words. Tip number 2. Read, read, read. Reading is one of the best ways to boost your vocabulary fast. Why? Because when you read, you naturally come across new words in context, which makes them easier to understand and remember. Here's how to use reading to grow your vocabulary. Start with simple texts. If you're just starting out, don't worry. You don't need to read difficult books or long articles. Begin with children's books, short stories, or news articles written for English learners. Websites like News in Levels or Simple English Wikipedia are great places to find easy-to-read content. Underline new words. When you read, always keep a pencil or highlighter with you. If you find a word you don't know, underline it. After you finish reading, look up the meaning of those words in a dictionary. Try using an English dictionary like Cambridge Dictionary or Merriam-Webster so you can understand the word's meaning in English instead of translating it. Write down new words. Keep a notebook where you can write down new words and their meanings. Then try to use those words in your daily conversations or writing. For example, if you read the word delighted, meaning very happy, you can practice using it by saying, I was delighted when I passed my English exam. The more you read, the more words you'll discover, and the faster your vocabulary will grow. Tip number 3. Use words in conversation. It's not enough to just learn new words, you need to use them. When you use new words in conversation, they become part of your active vocabulary. Here are a few ways to do this. Speak with friends. If you have friends who are also learning English, practice speaking with them regularly. Challenge yourself to use one or two new words in every conversation. For example, if you learned the word optimistic, meaning hopeful about the future, try using it when talking about your plans, like, I'm optimistic about finding a new job soon. Join English language groups. If you don't have friends who speak English, you can join online English language groups or forums. Apps like HelloTalk or Tandem allow you to chat with English speakers or other learners from around the world. Practice using your new words in real conversations. Talk to yourself. This might sound a little strange, but talking to yourself in English is a great way to practice. You can describe what you're doing or how you're feeling using the new words you've learned. For example, I'm feeling really productive today because I've learned 10 new English words. The more you practice speaking new words, the faster they'll become natural for you. Tip number 4. Learn words in groups. Another way to boost your vocabulary quickly is to learn words in groups. This means learning words that are related to each other, such as words about a specific topic or that have similar meanings. Here's how you can do it. Topic-based vocabulary. Pick a topic that interests you, like food, travel, or technology, and learn as many words as you can relate it to that topic. For example, if you choose food, you can learn words like ingredients, recipe, chef, delicious, flavor, etc. Synonyms and antonyms. When you learn a new word, try to learn its synonyms, words that mean the same, and antonyms, words that mean the opposite. For example, if you learn the word happy, you can also learn synonyms like joyful, cheerful, content, and antonyms like sad, unhappy, upset. Grouping words like this helps you remember them more easily because they're connected. Tip number 5. Use word games and apps. Learning English doesn't always have to be serious. You can have fun while learning. There are tons of word games and apps that make building your vocabulary enjoyable. Games? Try playing word games like Scrabble, Wordle, or crosswords to challenge yourself to think of new words. Apps. There are also many apps designed to help you learn new vocabulary, such as Duolingo, Memrise, and WordUp. These apps give you bite-sized lessons, fun challenges, and quizzes to help you learn and remember new words every day. By making learning fun, you'll find it easier to stick with it and improve your vocabulary faster. And that's it for today's episode on how to boost your English vocabulary fast. I hope these tips gave you some great ideas on how to learn more words quickly and use them confidently in your everyday conversations. Let's quickly recap the main points. Use flashcards to memorize new words easily. Read as much as you can and underline words you don't know. Practice speaking the new words in conversations. Learn words in groups, such as by topics or related words. Use word games and apps to make learning fun. Remember, learning new vocabulary doesn't have to be hard. With regular practice, you can build your word power quickly. So keep challenging yourself, use the words you've learned, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. You're on your way to mastering English. Thank you for listening to the EduTube Plus 24 podcast. I'm Soda Pitch, and I'll see you next week at 7 p.m. with another exciting episode to help you improve your English skills.